Hello there, be welcome, and today I want to talk a little bit of something that I've been looking for and that I've been trying to figure it out um, in my own language learning process. Well, what is this thing? This thing is organization. How organization will affect my language and what I mean by organization. Well, what I mean by organization is to have a proper method and to have a proper structure of what you're going to do with the language daily. Um, there are some people who have a structure of, let's say, from this time to this time, I will watch content, this specific content, I will note down words, or this time for this time, I will study grammar, or even I will read some book, take notes, I will do things X or Y. People usually have those who learn language more seriously, one might say. And I've been realizing my language learning specifically has not been fortunate in this sense. I have not been um, aware of what I need to be aware of, and I think I need to start to organize more my own language learning process. For my French, I think that I'm following a pretty straight up method. I do not need to think that much on what will I do today because I'm just exposuring myself to French. I have no intention to learn it now. I just want to get exposed to it, and when I got to a place that I can be comfortable with my English, I will start to learn French more intensively. I think that is what I will follow for now. But as I say, my French is pretty straight up in the method. I'm just watching content. I'm not doing anything else, I'm not writing anything. I'm not speaking in French because I haven't got the level yet. I have to know more words. I have to understand more. And although I have some degree of listening and comprehension, it's not that easy to me to understand it. Um, some types of content. I can understand very easily some contents that are adapted to beginner learners, but when you get to intermediate level, that becomes harder. And I think that I would say then I'm at an A1 method, actually an A1 level, kind of. I'm not that sure, but that's what I think about my French. About my English, I'm in a more advanced level. I can pretty much talk about anything with different levels of proficiency, of course. But I think that I can express myself in those topics that I um, do know and that I'm familiar with. So I'm trying to, this video here is a practice of my speaking, as well as those that I've recorded today. But I'm I'm kind of just wandering between the methods and between the skills without being intentional about it, and that leads to a situation that I think I will spend more time listening to some content, watching mindless videos on YouTube. Although it is helpful, if I do that only, I think that my progression in the language will be will be not much, will be very slowly. And I do not want that. I want to improve it in the language. However, I have not got the time to spend all my day into English because I'm feeling that I may be um, neglecting some activities that I should do. Thus, I want to also do other things, but I want to structure my English studies more seriously, and with that, it would be easier to me to approach other things. What I mean is that if instead of mindless watching content, I started do things following a method, following some structure, it will be probably better for my English and also better for my other activities. Because let's say if I take 1 hour to do anything, actually to do everything that I want to do in the language. I started, let's say, 12, um, 12 a.m. and finish 1 p.m. If I do that, I can pretty much uh, doing other things in the moment that I finished the English studies. But if I do kind of some studies here and there and watch 2 hours of content without properly studying, I think that I will waste more time than I will be studying English. So my English will not improve if I keep doing what I'm doing. Not will not improve as much as I want to, and I will have no time to do other things as well. So my point here is that I've realized this is happening with my learning, and I want to change it. I want to be more intentional and to try harder in the language. I will refuse to answer the possible objections on the certain sense of ALG and other methods that say that you shouldn't try to learn the language. I do not care for those opinions. I want to learn the language. I want to obviously I want to have it in a high level of proficiency, as would say I want to acquire the language, but not only I want to learn it as well. I want to learn it as I learn my native language, in the sense of people say, "Oh, you do not study grammar to talk your native language," but I do want to study grammar to talk to not to talk but to write in my native language. So I feel that people are um, evilizing grammar and the proper method of study a language. The people are evilizing the study of the language itself, which is quite clear to me. It is very strange that this is happening. So I will keep trying to learn it. I will keep pushing forward, and I hope I will be able to do what I want to, of structuring my English studies in a more intentional way. Well, today was a quite small video. I think I've talked everything that I want to, and I need to go now because I will organize some things here. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys have um, this was useful for you. So see you guys later. Bye.